Good afternoon, everyone. TGIF, good afternoon. So you see the title, buy now. The stock market is down. Everybody should be happy. Okay, except for those guys who are trying to cash out. But for the most part, this is the time that you buy right now. Because again, ladies and gentlemen, I tell you guys about the lowest price point and Neo. For all of you guys were screaming and is Neo goodbye? Should you buy Neo? Neo dropped $10. It went down to $42. I believe that is at $45. You should be buying your butts off right now when it comes to Neo. What else to look out for? Ford. You should be buying Ford. Now, a lot of you who's been with me for a very long time, you know I was out on Ford. I was absolutely out on Ford because Ford really wasn't doing anything innovative. They was in bed with another EV company, but now Ford, they're now saying, hey, you know what? They made an electric vehicle truck. As well, they came out and say, we're going to make electrical vehicle batteries just like GM and Tesla. So there's this huge market for electric vehicles, and I talked about this some today on my stock review. And I didn't want it to overwhelm you guys with electric vehicle information, but nonetheless, Ford, which is a very, very one of the oldest car companies in the world, when they start talking about now they're in the EV market, now they're making electric vehicle trucks and well as electric vehicle batteries. Excuse me, I need to get to the bank. I'm at the bank right now. Always busy. But nonetheless, I'm telling you guys right now, you should be buying Ford. Now, if anybody knows me, I told a buddy of mine, a good friend of mine, I told him, hey man, get off those Ford stocks because Ford hasn't been changing their model, their platform, and they haven't really been doing anything with their stock, so to speak, okay? So I'm telling you guys right now, before the stock blows up to $11, and that's where I think it's going to hit around $11 or $12, that I believe that you guys absolutely be buying Ford, okay? Hopefully you can hear me. I'm trying to do some business at the bank very quickly, won't take me long. But nonetheless, I wanted to get this information out to you guys to buy companies like Ford and look at Powell Technologies. The ticker for Powell Technologies is PLTR, and they're doing absolutely phenomenal right now. They're last time I checked my portfolio, they were up 60%. So with that being said, I made sure I went in and bought me some more Powell Technologies. Okay, give me 1 second here as I'm getting some cash. You know, I like to deal in cash. You guys probably saw one of my videos when I did talking about cash. I'm only going to do $100 bills. I don't want a bunch of 20s on me. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, right now, the stock market has did a pullback, okay? The stock market has done a pullback. If you notice, most of your portfolio is down. Most of the stocks are down, except for Powell Technology, and I think Ford is still up. But Ford right now is around, what, 860 or so? Ford is around 860 or whatever. Where is this money at? Okay. And this is the time to buy because Ford is projected to hit around 11. Look at that money. Anyway, I'm just kidding. I was kidding. That's my stimulus check. I'm just kidding. But nonetheless, Ford is going to project to hit around $11, $11 to $12. So you guys should, let me close these windows. You guys should be looking to invest in Ford, okay? And I'm trying to give you the stock information because again, next week, I'm going to be simply doing my stock reviews, biopharmaceutical stocks, which is going to a lot of growth, a lot of volatility, which you guys can make a lot of money. So when you see the market down, don't look at the stocks that you guys are already invested in. That's dumb. Don't do that. Okay? Don't do that because, if anything, go inside your portfolio and buy more. Buy more of those stocks. That's what you should be doing. You should be looking at your portfolio and buying more of those stocks because when the market is down, I keep telling you guys, buy. So today, I was up $2,000 for the week. All of a sudden, I look at the stock market after lunch. Boom! It drops. My portfolio dropped $1,000. So what did I do? I went and I bought more stocks. Okay, I went and bought more stocks, and Neo dropped from $52. Listen to this. Neo dropped from $52 to $42. And I called a couple of guys and said, hey man, go buy right now. Buy right now because some people are projecting that NEO has a projection of $100 per share. Once it gets to $100 per share, watch out, Tesla. Okay, and we already understand how Xpeng is doing. So there's a lot of movement in the stock market. And listen, if you guys don't want to go in and buy major positions in a lot of stocks, then I'm going to encourage you guys to start buying options. Okay, every now and again you see me going there and I buy some, but nonetheless, we're going to do my stock reviews. Okay, but I really want you guys to go in and increase your portfolio stock shares of what you currently have, but also look for other stock investments that can really to your portfolio to, over that threshold of 20%. You guys this morning on my stock review, how my portfolio was up 102%, almost up 103%. And that's very important that you guys understand what I'm talking about, because it's about making that money, okay? Someone said I put 19 shares of JMI. Sorry, I won't be able to read a lot of your chats because I'm driving. I don't want to crash. So please write some of that inside the comments below, and I'll read it later. I promise I'll read it later. If anybody knows me, I respond to 99% of all my comments, unless they're just stupid or they don't need to be responded to. I won't respond, but most likely I'll respond to your comments. Okay, I'm driving right now, so I won't be reading a lot of chat. I can see some small chats in there. I would like to thank Miss Curly Girl for moderating. But this is a great time in the stock market, not because of the volatility, not because of how volatile the stocks are going, but on the flip side of things, it's actually good. Because if you like, hey, listen, I'm below the age of 60, I'm 55, I'm 50, I'm 40, I'm 30, I'm 20, I have a lot of time to invest. So don't look at when the market does a market correction or pullback date. Don't worry about that. Go in and buy. And that's what I'm telling you guys right now. So the ones I'm looking at very closely, I'm talking about like that close, I'm talking about Ford. Now, you know me. I was always against Ford because I know a buddy of mine, he had Ford when Ford was at $15. I think it was $12. Excuse me. I believe Ford was up at $12, $13. This was some years ago. Then Ford continued to drop, and they're ticking back up. Now Ford has wakened the hell up and realized that the gasoline combustion engine market is not, let me turn this down a little bit. The combustion engine market of gasoline cars, the market is teetering, and that's why GM is now in the electric vehicle market, but they kind of been in it with their Chevy Volt. So GM has kind of been in it already. Also with other vehicles, trying to make a electric vehicle caddy or a hybrid of some sort. So GM has kind of been in the market back and forth. But now that Ford, one of the oldest car makers in America, is getting to electric vehicle market, and this is the key point. Not only are they making electric vans, but they're going to start making electric vehicle batteries. Listen, very important, very key. I cannot express this enough. If you guys trusted me when it came to NEO, please trust me now. You guys should really be looking at Ford right now. I'm going to tell you, if you're not going to buy individual shares, you should be looking at least for a long-term option. And what I love about options is that you can sell all of your options at what you kind of predict as the peak. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Like, I do a lot of risky options where I buy short on a call, and my expiration date is very close. Okay, my expiration date is very close to the week or to that month. But usually, again, that's very risky. I don't advise that at all. But the longer you buy out an option, the longer you buy out of option is the less riskier, but the more expensive the option is. Have you noticed that? If you buy a risky option, they're really, really cheap. Because more times than not, the market has proven that when you buy a risky option, you lose. But if you buy a option that is essentially long term, they're more expensive because you have the opportunity, you have a greater chance of making more money. So that's very imperative. So if you guys are looking at your portfolios, you're looking at different stocks. Let me tell you about PLTR, Powell Technologies. You know I can't pronounce the full name. I won't even try. But Powell Technologies, even in a down market for today, because the market was slightly down after lunch, or probably still down, I was still 60% in my Powell Technology. And let me just tell you about how important that is, that this company, they came out and the CEO, or I believe the CEO, the co-founder, he sold some astronomical amount of his shares. And I'm like, what the hell is he doing? Right? I had no idea why he was doing that. And I was looking at, I was kind of glancing. I didn't really look at nobody else's stock review, but I was seeing all these other, financial channels like mine doing stock reviews on Powell Technologies. And I was like, you know what? Let me buy some more positions in Powell Technology. Because I try to get into their finances. I got into their S1 filings. I see what everybody is moving in the market, how many they allocated for their employees, everything, right? So I'm just kind of like, a buddy of mine bought 150 of those shares based upon my stock review. And I said, that's good. He asked me how many I bought. I said, I bought around 50. He said, why didn't you buy more? I said, man, I'm so heavily invested in other stocks. I can't invest in every stock, right? I just can't. Because to make real money, again, you want about 100, 150, 200 shares. Think about it like this. Some people I know, they have, let me see, 400, 500 shares of NEO. And some of these lucky bastards, that's right, I call them bastards, they bought this stock at about $5. They said, hey, man, let me see here. They say, hey, man, I bought NEO. I said, well, how many shares did you buy? You said that you thought it was going to go up to, $10, $11, $12. And I said, yeah, that's about right. And so they said, yeah, man, I just went ahead and bought, 400 shares. I said, 400 shares? Are you serious? Are you serious? Devon says, happy with my 20. Now, you shouldn't be happy with no 20 shares, bro. Let me see. I stopped. I'm about to get some gas, but I'm going to finish my conversation with you guys very quickly. Okay. Money King says, it's a great time to buy because the stock market haven't done nothing lately, but that's going to change soon. Okay, got your 19 shares. And Daniel said, I'm happy with my 20. Now, you need a little bit more than that. We got Preston in the chat today. He says, I have 100 to 1,000. I have to have 100 to 1,000 shares. Oh, okay. I got you. Or more. And then he said, I bought, this is Daniel. He said, I bought 13 new investors. That's why I'm happy. Oh, okay. But ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are not greatly in debt, you guys are handling your debt respectively, like, good stewards of your money, so to speak, then you should absolutely be investing in your money. If you guys want to see some really good investing, then look at my stocks today. Look at my stocks today. Look at my stock review I did this morning. And I showed towards the end of the video where I was 102, 103% on my stock portfolio. I was 102, 103%. And the reason why that's significant is because I'm getting dollar for dollar. I'm not getting 20%. I'm not getting 20 cents on a dollar. I'm not getting 40 cents on a dollar. Think about this. When you see your portfolio, when you see one of your shares is up 50 to 60%, you're like, oh man, just think about your entire portfolio is up 100%. How much money is that really? And again, I want to give this very short analogy so everybody understands what I'm talking about. If you had $20,000 at the end of the year and just say, hey man, if you give me that $20,000 in November, December timeframe, I'm gonna give you $40,000. Okay, you're gonna invest in me and I'm gonna double your investment. Who would have took that investment? Raise your hand in the chat If you would have took that investment and say, hey, someone in January, I gave them $20,000, and at the end of the year, they gave me $40,000. You doubled your money. That's 100% return on your investment. That's 100% return of your investment. So again, when you guys see red, you should be happy. You should be giddy. You get what I'm saying? Think about it. I like that name. He said, think about it. Yeah, me, think about it. Exactly. That's my point. So a lot of times people want to know, how do I invest in certain stocks? Now, ladies and gentlemen, I know I've been really bullish on my stock reviews in the morning. How, I started this new thing called my flame ratings. If you see flames, I just started it. That's pretty new. But I also do stocks that I think you shouldn't invest in right now. Every now and again, I'm a bear on certain stocks that I shouldn't. And I was a bear on Ford. I told people, this was about 3-4 months ago. I told people, don't buy Ford. But now I'm telling you to buy Ford. And I done my homework. Now I'm telling you to buy Ford. Okay? If you got a computer near you or another electronic device, go ahead and look at Ford for the past month or so and see how their stock is performing. And now they're doing more innovation with their organization. So they're going to do absolutely phenomenal. Some people are projecting $11 to $12. So if you buy it at $8.50, $9, that means that your return is going to be really, really good. So for every $9 you spend, you get $2 on that. That's still a good return, especially if you're buying 100 shares. You get what I'm trying to say? So I want you guys to be intelligent investors. I want you guys to be non-emotional investors, and I want you guys to do your research. And most importantly, don't forget that my advice, you also have to take it with a grain of salt. Because even though I've done my research, I've done my analytics, I looked at indicators, I looked at the news, I read, as far as politics is concerned, I put all those different pieces together to kind of give you a prediction of where I believe a stock is going to go. But that does not mean I could be right. But just to pat myself on the shoulders, I'm gonna tell you where I was right. You know how the money on the dude on Kramer, I can tell you when I was wrong. And shut up. I'm gonna tell you when I was right and wrong. Listen to this. I was right on NEO. I was right on Phantom. Remember Phantom IPO? Look up Phantom on Robinhood, WeBull, whatever your investment platform is. I was right on Phantom. I was right on Xpeng. I was right on Xpeng. I've been right on pretty much every stock except one that I gave you guys the IPO for, which was JFrog. Now, I did say that JFrog is long term, but right now JFrog is not performing as I thought they would have. So I won't say that I'm wrong. I'm saying that I'm slightly, that's more of a patient stock, because I like to tell people this is long term because JFrog is new. I have one of my neighbors, he's into real estate as well as IT, and I told him about the JFrog platform. So if any of you guys are in IT, go look at JFrog's website. They're out of Israel. Go look at their platform. They offer a free software platform for you guys to build stuff and do all sorts of IT stuff. I'm not an IT guy. I'm a tech guy. I'm a techie, but not IT. It's a difference, believe me. So go look at JFrog. So again, I was slightly wrong, but not yet, not totally wrong, because they can always bounce back. I did say it was a long-term stock. I'm trying to think about some other stock reviews I did. I was right with Ford. I was right with Ford at the time. But again, with that being said, with a grain of salt, if you would have bought Ford when it was at $7, when I said, nah, don't buy it, then I'm wrong, but I'm right. And I'm going to tell you why. I always base me telling you guys to buy, hold, or sell based upon what the company is doing in its totality. Whether it be the innovation, the inventions, the production, the efficiency, the CEO, the CFO, the co-founder, anything. I give you the whole synopsis. I give you all of the analytics for you guys to be sound investors when you're going into the market and you're investing your hard-earned working money to make more money. And again, for you guys who are new to this channel, I just tell you, go look at my video today where I did a stock review. Okay, I did a stock review on Cisco Systems, and I showed my entire portfolio at the end of that video. Okay, so let me look here. Let me look. I want to make sure I give you guys. All right, we got Mike Madness. He's in the room. What's going on? And Neo Limited. Yeah, so Neo. I know everybody's hot about Neo. It's a very hot stock. But again, ladies and gentlemen, I really want you, if you're investing in Neo, then I say go and buy Neo. But don't forget about LR Auto, Xpun. Don't forget about Tesla. But when you look at Neo, and I'm looking at the price point I bought it at, I'm kind of topping out myself on Neo. And the reason why I say that is because, no, I'm not going to lie. If Neo's projected for 100, I'm not done buying Neo. I'm not going to do it. There's still room for Neo to grow. But this thing, I invested in Neo at $3. There are some people of mine investing in Neo at $5 and some others who invested in Neo at $9. And they took my suggestions and they got more money in their pockets because of that. And that's important, that the people that you subscribe to on your YouTube channel, that they're getting you pertinent information, okay? But here's the thing. Be very, very cognizant of what people are saying about certain stocks, whether you should invest or not invest based upon their projection, whether it's short-term, long-term, or lifetime, okay? That's short-term, long-term, or lifetime. Short-term can be anywhere from a month to a year, year and a half. Long-term, a year and a half to 3 years, 4 years, or lifetime, usually over 5 years. This is how I look at it, okay? This is how I look at it. And another point about that, ladies and gentlemen, is if you're going to be a day trader, be very aware. Like, I day traded, and I want to say I almost broke even. I made a couple of thousand, and your account have to be over $25,000 to be a day trader. It has to be over $25,000. So I'm trying to get my account up to $25,000 because I started this year with zero. And you see that my account today was up to 18 grand, but now it's down to 17 grand because I lost 1,000 because the market is down. But I was happy. I said, yes, now I can go and buy more stocks. And some of you did this. I had Neo and Neo. No, Neo dropped down $10. And I don't know where it is now. But then the last time I saw it was at $45. You guys should have bought more stocks. Somebody mentioned CVS. Give me a second here. I don't know where my chats went. There they go. Somebody, Jermaine Anderson mentioned CVS. Unfortunately, I haven't done a stock review, but don't forget next week. Next week is going to be biopharmaceuticals all week. So for a lot of you guys who are looking for large and huge profit gains with a lot of risk, like you have some discretionary cash, then you should be looking at every stock review for next week. I'm doing all biopharmaceutical stocks. I hate that word, right? Pharmaceuticals. But throughout the day, even though I'm going to be out of town, I'm still going to be giving regular financial information. But my stock reviews are going to be simply based upon biopharmaceutical stocks. That's all I have for you guys. I just had to get on here very, very quickly and tell you guys buy now, because the stock market is down as the weekend. So who knows what the next week holds. Again, politics. Let me leave you with this. Politics has played a significant role in conjunction with the coronavirus. Two things. The country is unsure about the presidency and if the Democrats stole the election, or if Donald Trump is going to sue every state that people came forward and whistleblowed about voter fraud. Who knows what's going to go on with that? This can drag on all the way to January or to February before the inauguration of whoever, right? Secondly, COVID-19 cases has been on the rise. Let me tell you this, and I told you my background. I was CBRN in the military. That means chemical, biological, radiological, nuclear. We're wearing masks that we put on every day, right? If you're not spraying your mask with some sort of disinfectant or biological spore killer or hand sanitizer, listen, those germs are living on your mask and you're touching your mask. So people are wondering why all of these rates are going up with the coronavirus. Ladies and gentlemen, listen, how is it that we have more coronavirus cases where more people are now wearing masks? The only thing I can think about is cross-contamination. You touch your mask to take it down, you touch something else, then you touch your face, you touch your nose, you touch your mouth. And here's another thing. Most people, you don't even realize how many times you touch your face a day. And cross-contamination in your mask, cross-contamination on your face, cross-contamination on your nose, so on and so forth. And this is going to contaminate your body with the coronavirus unless you got some spray. Like me, I keep the hand sanitizer. This is the one I like, hand sanitizer spray, okay? So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to bore you too long. Matter of fact, I'm about to touch this darn happy birthday. No, I'm kidding. But anyway, next week, the reason why I'm going out of town, next week is my birthday. November 18th is my birthday. So I'll be turning the big, I'll let you guess it, but next week is my birthday, the 18th. So I'm going out and celebrate. I'm going to wear my mask. I'm going to wear a oxygen tank. I'm going to be in a hazmat suit. I'm kidding. I'm just wearing a mask. All right, I'm gonna read your comments and I'm gonna get out of here. He says, what are we buying? That's why we need to use disposable masks. I agree. I live in Georgia. Not a lot of people are wearing masks, even though there are mandates. Happy birthday. Thank you, Jermaine. I gotta go, but let me say this. I agree with one. We need to be wearing disposable masks, or if you're not going inside every time and spraying your mask with some sort of sanitizer and letting it sit for 10 minutes, okay? Let me tell you, you got hand sanitizer, you got disinfectant, you can do a bleach spray, and you can also do some barbicide. That's stuff that they use in barbershops. Did you know that barbicide is actually stronger than bleach? Look it up. I'm not bullcrapping. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, I'll talk to you guys on the next one. I may come in here tomorrow, give you some great financial information. But nonetheless, next time, this Financial Literacy 101. Learn money, be inspired. You guys have a great and wonderful day. And wear your damn ass, because all this money you're making ain't going to mean nothing if you're dead. Sure ain't. Holla.